Because as long as I'm in, and I'm in for good, well, I might as well go whole hog. I have lived an undirected life, a cloudy way. I know the only way I knew. So the things I've done, in fact, each and every one, are the way that I was taught to run. I am waiting for the light to shine. I'm waiting for the light to shine. I have lived in darkness for so long. I am waiting for the light to shine. Far beyond horizons I have seen, beyond the things I've done, beyond the dreams I've dreamed, all the things I've done. In fact, each and every one, all the way that I was taught to run. I am waiting for the light to shine. I'm waiting for the light to shine. I have lived in darkness for so long. I am waiting. Waiting for the light to shine. Oh, I am waiting for the light to shine. I'm waiting for the light to shine. I have lived in darkness for so long. I am waiting for the light. I am waiting for the light. I am waiting for the light to shine. In that first lot, I set out for the filter place. I went down a road that was real still and Sunday-like. It was all hot and sunshiny down there, and there wasn't very many people around until I came up on this double log cabin.
Pig, Spot, you must have found that racket out here. Oh, it's you, ain't it?
Yes.
Well, you don't look as much like your mother as I thought you would. But good lads, I don't care for that. Come on in, have a seat, and get a good look at you. Been expecting you all week. Had the slaves make me curtains and everything. Well, what happened? Did you both run around?
No, ma'am, but I blew a cylinder head.
Don't call me ma'am. Call me Aunt Sally. Your Uncle Silas went down to town to fetch you. He'll be back in a minute now. Got a late start because he brought a runaway slave the other day. A stranger sold his chasing it for $40.
So I know that I found the Phelps place.
Oh, well, here he comes now. Hide under the table, we'll play a joke on him.
He ain't come yet.
Oh, goodness gracious, where on earth could he be?
I don't know. I'm at the end of my wits, and I don't mind admitting it.
Well, look yonder, ain't that him coming down the road?
Where? Who are you?
Well, who do you think?
I ain't got the faintest idea.
Well, it's Tom Sawyer.
I'm gonna slump through the floor.
Tom Sawyer? I ain't seen you since you was a boy. Now you're grown.
Oh, this is a joyous moment.
Joyous. Well, if they were joyous, it wasn't nothing compared to what I was. I was so happy to find out the new person that I am. I could have hopped all over the place.
You know, boy, I've been looking for you all week.
His boat was cylinder head.
Really now? Anybody hurt?
No, sir, but it did kill a slave.
Well, that's mighty fortunate because sometimes these things do happen. I remember one time, it must have been 2 or 3 Christmases ago, I was coming up from New Orleans on the old Lally Road, and she blowed a cylinder head and crippled a man. I believe he died shortly thereafter. He was a Baptist.
And then I got to thinking, suppose the real Tom Sawyer came in here at any minute. So I figured I better go up the ways and waylay him. So I told the Phelps that I was going to get my baggage.
Well, you see, by that point, mortification had set in and they were going to have to amputate him. I believe it was mortification. Anyhow, he promptly turned blue and died in the hope of a glorious resurrection. Lord, they say he was a sight to look at.
Sure enough, I seen him coming. Hey, now hold on. What do you want to come back and help me for? I ain't been no harm. Hey, wait, I ain't come back. I've never been gone. Honest Injun, you any ghost? Honest Injun. Touch me and film me if you don't believe me. What have you been doing? Going on a grand adventure that I ain't got enough time to tell you about.
Well, I'm here to visit my aunt. See how we felt.
Yeah, about that. I know. Because I'm in there right now, playing you. But look, here's the important part. They got Jim locked up in the shed outside.
Oh, Miss Watson's gym?
Yep, he's been going on this adventure with me, and, well, Tom, I'm still in him out of slavery.
But you don't
Now look, I know what you're gonna say. It's low and downright dirty. But so what? I'm low and dirty myself, and I'm gonna do it anyways, and you ain't just gonna let on, are you?
I help you steal it.
You're kidding.
I ain't kidding.
Well, Tom Sawyer, I think you just gained considerable in my eyes. A dirty abolitionist. Who'd have thunk it?
Well, I'm going to do it. I said I was going to, didn't I?
Well, yeah.
Well, then.
Well, all right, let me tell you my plan. All right. Now, I'm going to go out and fetch my raft. Then I'll head upstairs and get the keys out of Mr. Phelps' breeches. And then we'll get on the raft and head up north to the Free States. Won't that work?
Work? Certainly. But it's too simple. What's the good of a plan that ain't no more trouble than that? It's mine as good as smooth. Let me think.
So we thought.
We'll dig him out.
Dig.
Oh, yeah. With spoons. It should take about a week. As things stand, it's just too simple. That's what makes it so difficult to come up with a difficult plan. I bet there ain't a watchdog that gives sleep a mixture to. I bet there ain't even a moat. Come the night he escaped, if we have time, we'll dig him out. How's that sound?
I knew Tom's plan was a whole lot better than mine when it comes to style. And it could get us killed just as easy. All right, I'm satisfied.
Boom! Let's go look at that shit.
Now, this is an old shed with only one padlock on the door and a board spread across the window.
Oh, you're good man, ain't that Tom?
It sure is, Jim. We're here to set you free.
I could have worked out a long time ago. But how am I supposed to travel with this chain all around?
Let me think.
So we thought.
No, it won't do. There ain't enough necessity for it.
Necessity for what?
Chop Jim's leg off!
There ain't no necessity for it.
Oh, come on. Some of the best authorities have done it. You'll need a rope ladder. We'll send it in a pipe. And you can write notes using rusted tears for ink. Like, here, captive, heart busted. That's what the Iron Mask done.
Where do you get this stuff?
You don't know.
All right, look, Tom, I'm all about having a grand adventure and all that good stuff, but we just hadn't got enough time for it.
Well, that's so.
I'll tell you what, you go off and hide in the woods, and I'll come back with the spoons.
Oh, Jim, you got any spiders in there?
Bless you, Tom, I don't want none. I just as soon have a rattlesnake.
That's a great idea. Where could you keep it?
Keep what?
A rattlesnake.
Tom.
Oh, come on, you can tame him, Jim, by singing songs to him. He would love you and sleep with you. He could put his head in your mouth when he needed a favor.
I lay he'd wait powerful a long time before I'd ask him.
Here you are, loaded down with God or chances, a prisoner ever had to make a name for himself, and you won't even try. Don't you see the sense in it?
No, I don't see the sense in it. Choose white folks.
Only we have more time. We can keep it up the rest of our lives and leave Jim to our children to get out. We can spread it over 8 years if I have my way.
I wish, by golly, I could spread my wings and fly, and let my grounded soul be free for just a little while, to be like eagles when they ride upon the wind and taste the sweetest taste of freedom for my soul, that I be free at last. Free at last, great God Almighty, I be free at last, to let my feelings lie where harm cannot come by, and hurt is always hurting heart that needs to rest a while. I wish by golly I
Tommy, now come on. Jim, here, take this cold chisel and try to bust through that chain. Hit her hard now. Come on.
That done.
Who's there?
What's Mr. Phelps doing here?
He's coming to stop us from stealing Jim.
Well, how'd he find out?
Well, I might have wrote him an anonymous letter from an unknown friend, saying that there was a gang of cutthroats here from the Indian territories. Stealing Jim out of slavery was the hellish design.
Why did you do that?
After all this hard work and trouble, well, this plan would go perfectly flat if there wasn't somebody here to prevent it.
That's the way I would have liked it.
Been much easier that way.
I'll distract him while we to escape. Meet you, Graham.
Let's go, Jim. As me and Jim was running back to the raft, they sent out the dogs for us. But then, the further we got there, the fainter their barks got, so we figured we was all right. Say, did he make it back?
See,
Hey, Tom.
Now, Jim, you're a free man again.
mighty glad to be free.
I'm glad we're done with it myself.
Well, I'm glad it's a ball, because I got a bullet in my leg.
Tom! Help me out, Jim.
It's losing blood.
What's going on with you? Now, you go get to that river before they catch you, Jim. And you too, huh?
No
You bet we
way.
don't.
Oh, you shut up. I'll be all right here.
I don't move until I see a doctor.
I can go back into town and get one.
All right, but first you got to blindfold him and swear him to silence.
Tom.
And then you got to
Tom.
give him a question.
Hurry, I can't stop this bleeding.
When I went back into town, I went to that doctor's office and shoved past straight everybody walking that was waiting in line. Doctor, you gotta come quick. My friend's hurt on Spanish Island. You gotta come right now.
Now just simmer down, boy. Tell me. Who's your folks?
Well, they're the Phelps.
Right. How do you say that boy got shot?
Well, a dream done it.
Singular dream.
No, he fallen asleep and he must have kicked the gun and it shot him in the leg. But look, here's the point. You gotta come right now and not tell a single soul, because we're trying to surprise our parents tonight.
Mr. Phelps.
Uh-oh.
I believe this might be one of the people you're looking for.
Good Lord. That's my nephew Tom who disappeared last night.
He said his brother's been shot over there on Spanish Island.
Really now? He ain't got a brother.
About that.
You see, boy, Mr. Phelps, well, some people broke into Mr. Phelps' shed last night and tried to steal one of his slaves. He thinks he wounded one of them and they'd be looking for a doctor. You happen to know anything about that?
Well, I ain't talking.
Who are you then? You one of the gang that stole my slave?
Mr. Phelps, you don't look like too bad of a boy to me. Now, why don't I go down to Spanish Island, figure this mess out for myself?
Well, you ought to go along. I got 2 or 3 hired men that I can send after.
Just send him after me.
Better start talking real fast, boy. Or else you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Hello? Anyone there?
Man, you're out, boys. Don't stop now. Let's go booming down the river.
Hold still, boy. You're one sick little cuss.
What are you going to do?
First, you got my scalpel. It's on sitting in your leg now. Hold still.
I'll kill you.
Boy, I'm a doctor.
Oh, man the raft, boys. Man the raft.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I need some help here.
I come.
We the runaways. Gee.
You be the doctor, and that's all that matters to you.
Right.
You got that bottle for? You need a doctor, not a drunk.
So I'm gonna pour some whiskey on.
See, that's all.
All right, now hold on still.
See, you do your job. It was wet.
That wasn't that bad.
Well then, ain't tonight just been a regular romp through the wildflowers? You know, we found souvenirs out on the property, boy, from your little escapades. Let's start with that shirt in the barn, covered in this secret African writing written in blood. might need to have a talk with the widow later. Let's move on, shall we? There was also a rope ladder cooked into a pie. Got any of your exquisite explanations you carrying on? I reckon there must have been about 40, 45, 50 of you, and yet that slave still got away, right out from under my nose. Boy, you better unbutton your jaw and stop spitting everywhere, or else you're in for a power of misery. Well, that's the way you want to do it then. Perhaps you'd like a little taste of this.
No, Silas. We don't want to hurt you. We just want to know what you've done with my sister's boy, Tom. Did you kidnap him? You see, Mr. Phelps and I have never had children of our own. I promise no harm will come to you if you just tell me what you've done with Tom.
All right. Me and Tom tried to steal Jim out of slave. That's the name of the slave. Well, when we went out there to try to nab him, you came out there and called us. Then we ran off the river and you sent the dogs out on us. But they knew me and wasn't interested. When we got back there, we were just about to head out to the Free States. Well, it was downright bully, as Tom would say.
Well, where is Tom?
Well, he's back on Spanish Island. You put a bullet in his leg.
I shot my own nephew.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Oh, God, he's dead.
Wait, look.
Oh, he's dead. I just know he's dead.
Send him. Say, Tom, you dead?
No.
All right, I got the bullet out.
Look what you done, slave. Better out and make a message out of you.
We ought to hang you.
Now, I wouldn't be too rough with that slave, boys. He risked his freedom to help me doctor this boy. Why, now I say a slave like that was worth about $1,000. Kind treatment.
Well then, I suppose there ain't no excuse for the chains. Just lock it back up in the shed and make sure you get some hot greens or two every once in a while.
Yes, sir.
You won't lock him up.
You wasted it.
I ain't got no right to lock him up. Turn him loose. He ain't no slave. He's as free as any creature that roams this earth.
Louise, this child is out of mine.
No, I ain't out of my mind. Old Miss Watson, who Jim belonged to, died 2 months ago. She was so ashamed she ever sold Jim down river that she set him free in her will. It's true, Jim.
Well, why would you want to set him free, seeing as how he was already free?
Ain't that just like a female? All I wanted was the adventure, and I'd have waited till he beat through blood to get it.
Tom,
Let him go.
I appreciate what you've done, but you should have told me.
Oh, but Jim, he didn't know what I had in mind. After we got you out safe, we were going to get on that raft and have adventures plumb down to the mouth of the river. And then I was going to tell you you were free, and we were going to get on the steamboat and ride home in style. And I was going to get word ahead to all the slaves, and we were going to celebrate over torchlight, procession, and brass band. And then you'd be a hero, and so would we. I guess I'm in a heap of trouble.
You're alive, that's all that matters. Feel like the most skinny for all the words you called me.
Strike your chains off that slave.
Guys are free.
See you, Tom. River in the rain. Sometimes the night you look like a long white train, winding your way away somewhere. River, I love you, don't you care if you're on the run? Winding someplace just trying to find the sun.
Will the sunshine, will the rain? River, I love you just the same.
And then me and Jim went back down to the river and watched it and listened to it as it went out to sea. See, Jim, I told you we was going to make it. We had luck.
So you did.
Say, here's a notion. How about me and you head out to the Western Territories and see what kind of trouble we can get into with them engines?
I gotta head north.